Nithyanandam Paramasudharam Kevalam Jnanamurtim Dvandvatitam Gaganasadisham Tattvamasyaadilaksham Ekam Nityam Vimalamachalam Sarvadhi Sakshibhutam Bhavaditam Trigunaraitam Sadgurum Tam Namami. Nithyanandam, everyone. We are here today with Nana Maharaj.
Yes.
And thank you for coming. My name is Manitya Prabhananda Swami. Today we're going to talk again, discuss on the Jivartha Sadas of Swamiji satsang on how Swamiji said my vision for humanity is my life is my vision for humanity. And then he explained how my vision for humanity is my integrity, my actions, which is my mission for humanity, is authenticity, my hope for the humanity is my responsibility, and my happening for humanity is my enriching. So today, Nanda Maharaj and myself, we're going to talk on this profound line that Swamiji has given us a gift to the humanity. Alright, so what is your understanding on Swamiji said, my vision for humanity is my integrity and my mission, action for humanity is my authenticity.
Yeah, well, what I understand about that is even Swamiji has said in the past that only if you practice integrity, then you'll even know what you want in your life. And it's true, because we'll have so many ideas about what we want to do and what we don't want to do, but if you don't put them to action, like if you don't maintain integrity with your own thoughts, so meaning like that you take responsibility for your thoughts that happen inside of you and the words you give to others. So if you never take responsibility for the thoughts that are happening in you, which means maintain integrity to them, which means fulfilling them and honoring them, then you'll never have the experience of what that is to live like that. And you won't actually know if you want to live that way or not, and you won't know what the next steps are for you to take. So if we avoid living integrity, then we'll avoid actually even knowing what we actually want. The thoughts about what we want will remain just a thought and a dream, and we'll never have that experience and be able to see where it leads us next. So my understanding about integrity means when you maintain integrity, when you practice and live integrity, basically it gives you clarity. It gives you clarity about yourself. So if you maintain responsibility for your thoughts, then you have the opportunity to experience them. If you just leave your thoughts running around inside of you and you don't try to put them into practice and live them, then you won't get to see what's on the other side. Basically, all this stuff is going on inside of us constantly, and if we never own it and we never live it, we never become it, then it just keeps going on and on and on. If you live it, then the opportunity is there for it to be released, because you put yourself in that space of that experience and you can take the next steps. So if you maintain integrity to yourself, to your thoughts, to your words, then you have that as an experience and you have clarity about what you really want. So I understand what Swamiji is saying, that his integrity is in his vision, because he has such clear vision. He knows exactly what he's doing and has no doubt that it's going to happen. He has that strength of clarity, which means he has full integrity to himself and to life. So he has direct, clear vision exactly about what needs to happen. And so that's how I understand that Swamiji is sharing that his integrity is his vision, because he has direct, clear, no doubt, clear vision, not even breaking a smile when any abuse is done to him. People asking him to stop smiling when they're trying to abuse him. Never once through any abusals he's gone through, even doubted himself for a single second. He has absolute clarity, because he lives absolute integrity to the truth of the life.
Wow, yes, Maharaj. So today when Swamiji said, my life is my vision for humanity, it was like, and then Swamiji explained, my vision for humanity is my integrity. So I also could relate, like, he has such a clear vision. And now we, like myself and you, we are already part of Swamiji's Sangha. We have that similar vision. And we can see how this integrity raising us to the next level, aligning. And Swamiji's vision for the whole humanity is very simple. All of us live, radiate, and manifest powers like Sadashiva. And we can see how it is happening. This is literally becoming real. And obviously, integrity is a main component in our life. And so, having that vision as in the Akasha of the integrity, it just make it real. Right? The reality comes to.
Yes.
Perfect. So the next one, Maharaj Swamiji also said like his mission, his action, his mission for humanity is authenticity. So what is your understanding on that? Yes,
Yeah, so what I understand basically is that in integrity, there's no room for gray area. Either you're in integrity or you're not. You cannot stretch integrity. Either you're in integrity or you're
in
not.
or not. Right? Yes, exactly.
So, but with authenticity happens to a degree.
Yes.
So we can see how authentic we are if you look at what is the highest possibility for your life, for how you think of yourself. You think what is the highest possibility you can think of who you are and who you want to be. And through the four identities of how you project yourself to others. What's the highest possibility way you could project yourself to others? What's the highest possibility way other people could have expectations for you? And what's the highest way you can view the life itself? So if you even pen down for yourself, what is the maximum for all of those four identities, and then living it, that's authenticity. So each one of us, the extent to which we live authenticity.
When you mean four identity, what do you
I mean, like we have this inner image.
Okay.
This is part of what Swamiji is sharing. That it's a way of cognizing who we are.
Yes.
So we exist in several different modes, not just one unchanging aspect of ourselves, but how I think of myself is one of the most important identities. So if I have a low image of myself, if I look inside and the way I think of myself and the way I feel about myself, the way I regard myself, if that is a low inner image, then I'll see that in reflection in all aspects of my life. I'll see myself as someone who cannot be effective, who cannot be productive, all those kind of things. So that's one of the major aspects of what defines my experience of life. So one of the identities Swamiji speaks of is the inner image.
Inner image, such a key.
Yeah, for sure.
That reflects our life. What we think about us inside.
Yeah, exactly, right?
Yes.
Yeah, Swamiji has the experience and unshaking understanding that he is the entire cosmos and that he's constantly expressing it, right?
Very authentic with that.
Yeah. So yeah, exactly. So in the context of authenticity, to what extent do I live the highest inner image that I can hold for myself? So if I write down what is the highest inner image, the highest way that I can view myself, my highest inner image, then me living authenticity means that I'm fulfilling that to the highest of my capabilities. So the inner image is one image. And how do I project myself to others? How I view myself and how I project myself to others will be different. So a lot of
times...
That's
in the outside world, it's different.
Yeah.
So Swamiji's vision, it should be the same, right? Inside and outside.
Yes. So this is integrity between your inner and outer image. So it's one of the ways that we can look at where we need to make improvements and changes in our life, and we can look to what extent we're living authenticity. So in this sense, authenticity can have many different levels. To what extent am I living, expressing my highest possibility for how I see myself and how I project myself to others, and what others expect from me. So even what others expect from me will be different than what I expect from myself, and what I project to others. But it's part of my life. What others expect from me is part of my life.
That I only learned from Swamiji. Like always, I think that is their expectation.
Yeah, exactly. But if we leave it as that's what they want, it has nothing to do with me, then we're cutting off one possibility of our life, actually. And so that's one important aspect of us. So that's one thing with Swamiji, is that he takes full responsibility for what the world expects from him. So the image that he's putting out, that he's fulfilling the transformation of the entire world to populate this planet with superconscious beings, he takes responsibility for that. So whatever other people are expecting from the one that is giving that, he takes responsibility for that. So, yeah. So pretending, yeah.
So again, going back to what Swamiji said, my mission, my action to humanity is my authenticity is. So obviously vision is the longer term. This is my understanding. What he has is vision for humanity. Is this integrity. Everything has to be integrated. Then only this whole vision can come through. And it's very clear. And next is his mission is his authenticity. No doubt, like what you say, Maharaj, I also agree completely in agreement with you. It's the action. We have such highest possibility in us, human beings. This is where authenticity comes. When our action is towards the highest possibility, that's where we see the Sadashiva, ourselves. So this is where Swamiji keep bringing us back again. He is here to bring this highest possibility in us. We are not just human beings that we think, we are divine beings.
Yeah.
And he is proving it physically.
Yeah.
We are like, next thing we are manifesting power.
With no practice.
Zero. Like you don't have to do any tapas, nothing. Here, initiate, do it. Yes? And he said, use it to maximum. It's just like a kids having toys to play.
Yeah.
We are so blessed. And going to the next thing, he said, my hope to humanity is my responsibility. And Maharaj, I just want to share this. Like, it was such a passion click when he said that my hope. He came down in this human body with a hope to raise this humanity to the next level. Doesn't matter what we do, just like how you say, even when we abuse him, he has this smile on, and he's not giving up on us, giving up on this humanity. Each time when he sees us, he says, I see the possibility. That's the hope. I see the seed as the possibility to open. That's the hope. And we clearly see, yes, Swamiji's hope. Every hope that he has in the humanity, it takes a responsibility. And that is what I am aligning. I want to hold that. Yes, that every hope, I have to take responsibility. Everything that comes to our breathing space, we are responsible for that. Not just, okay, I am here, this is the only thing I'm doing. No. Everything that life brings in front of us, we are responsible. What do you think?
Yeah, that's, so that's exactly it. See, Swamiji takes responsibility for the hope of what is our possibility. So him hoping that we'll transform, but he holds a space of responsibility for it. So he holds that space. He doesn't falter from that. He continuously holds the highest possibility. He takes responsibility to make sure that he's holding that space for everyone. That's how I understand that his hope for humanity is his responsibility. He takes responsibility, and really solely, he takes responsibility for everyone. And he's responsible for it. This is not to falter and not to allow the space to diminish. He holds that whether you're meeting or not. He continuously holds it. He'll never give up on that. And that's why it's going to happen, because he will not allow anything else.
Yes, and that actually gives us assurance and gives some confidence, because we know, like, he's the divine mother, divine father. He's there for us. So he gives us that hope, and he takes responsibility, and he knows what's his hope, and he never give up. He holds the responsibility. And the next point that Swamiji mentioned is, he said, my happening for humanity is my enriching. Oh my God, it is absolutely the being of the enriching, right? He's
pretty
happening,
clear, yeah.
like, and that's one Swamiji said, I have happened just for you. Like, every one of us could make that statement. He has happened just for us. We are all so unique, so dynamic. And he has just happened for us. He enriched every single soul, every single life in a very unique way, And his happening is absolutely enriching for the humanity, for the planet, for the universe itself. And he's like, hey, keep on reminding us, his happening is not just the 6 feet form, because his happening is beyond that. That's why everybody, even not in physical presence, they still feel that enriching in him.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter how many thousand people, how many thousand miles away, they connect with him and it's enriching. He holds that space completely. His happening is for the humanity is enriching, and obviously we are learning to that now. We completely keep on asking this Adhiravasis, constantly enrich your life and enrich.
Yeah. It's the enriching. It's like See, Swamiji takes form because it has the possibility of catching more people and enriching more people. And so he does everything possible, whether he goes on TV shows or live on the internet every day, or giving so many programs. He'll do many different programs in a single day. He does, see, and it's like anything he can do that may catch one more person. So he took this physical form because of the possibility of reaching more people. If it's one thing to sit and imagine the divine or try to visualize the divine, but when he's sitting there in front of you and he knows your name and he's chatting with you on Facebook and he's sending you messages, then it's a completely different thing. So that's the thing, is he'll do anything and everything to help his disciples and help his devotees. Yeah, and he's here to expand people. He's not gaining anything from here. It's a big sacrifice for him to come down and go through all these perceived sufferings and.
People don't understand when we say he has just come down in this form. People think he's just another man. So many of them have made that statement. I mean, yes, the senses perceive him like that unless you have experienced him.
It's the experience that he is you. But that he's come here for enriching. He's come here to improve people's lives. He's doing everything and anything possible. And you see that. There's no benefit for him to be working night and day, to be given so many different programs, especially the way that he expands people in the way that they're open to. It's not that he doesn't need anything else. Like the one who can call any number of people from anywhere around the world and touch you on the third eye, and immediately you start expressing powers of remote vision and mind over matter. There's no one else on the planet that can do that. There's many sadhus who have come here who spend their entire life meditating in the forest trying to get one glimpse of third eye meditation. And we've met through many Kumbh Melas, all the other spiritual leaders in the world, and people saying how Swamiji is going to lead the world, and they are spending their entire life trying to get some glimpse of third eye awakening. Swamiji just touched you on the third eye, immediately expressing these powers. There's no one else on the planet who can do that. That's the quality of Purnavatar. We're very clear. There's nothing that any of us can offer to him except reciprocation of devotion and giving that love to more people. But it's more other people. It's nothing he has to gain from here.
And the love that we give to others, it also like multiplies. It's not like when you give, it reduces in you.
Yeah.
That's why he keeps telling enrich. Like it's like knowledge. The more you share, the more you go in that. And like bliss. When you share more and more people are happy, you get happier. So even that enriching us, he also encourages to enrich, because the more you enrich, it only multiplies and enriches you.
And it's not an option. The thing is, with this authenticity, integrity, responsibility, and enriching, these are not options, and they're not like suggestions for healthy living. It's necessary for your being. It's like if you feel some sense of fulfillment and then you sit in a room by yourself, eventually you're going to lose that. The only way to multiply it and make it grow and allow your being to continuously express, see, the energy, the source of you is coming from inside, it's going outside, it's moving outside and radiating. It wants to continue to expand and radiate. The only way that's possible is if you continue expanding to more and more people. It's a necessary condition of your life and your being and your spiritual and conscious health to enrich, to share with other people's lives, to expand other people's lives. It's a necessity for your being. It's not an option, actually.
Yes, and I want to conclude this with one statement. I completely in agreement with Maharaj. For us now, the conscious being to become super conscious, this is a necessity. Integrity, authenticity, responsibility, and enriching. We live, we see this. Swamiji has happened, and he's living, radiating all these qualities, and he's making us to live that. So thank you so much, Maharaj, for coming and sharing, and thank you so much everyone for tuning into this channel. Look forward to posting more and see you again in the next Nithyananda. Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Tat Sat. Sarvam Sadguru Parkarpanamastu. Om Nithyanandam. Nithyanandam. Thank you everyone. Nithyanandam.